Hello, ladies. I wanted to hop on really quick, and I know a lot of you have been looking for more of a natural makeup look, not wanting to look too made up. So I wanted to just hop on and do my makeup really quick. So I've already got my foundation on, and I use a few different things that I will share with you later to get more of the flawless face look. There's a foundation primer, under eye correctors, and things like that, some concealers that I like to use. But once you get your face all kind of one shade, what do you do next? So I already did a little bit of contouring here. So we've got beautiful colors for contouring and highlighting and things like that. And just because it's more of a natural look doesn't mean that it's still going to take a little bit of time and just a little bit of thought to get the look that you're going for without looking overly made up. So, and you can always easily add on to this to make it a little bit like going out for dinner look, or going from day to night look. So simply by adding a little bit more color. So super simple. This right here is our contour, and I'm kind of running low. This is our latte contour, and so we want to make sure that we don't confuse our contour with our bronzer. So the contour is matte, and that goes under the cheekbones, and you're just adding some more color here to create some shadow. So for contour, easy contour, you just want to do a little bit under your chin. I do a little bit on the crown of my head, and just keep it simple right underneath the cheekbone. So I'm also going to just dab on a little bit of blush as well. So this is Desert Rose, and I'm just going to, I've got a little towel here, rub off the extra color, and I just want to blend it in the direction that I put it on. I don't want to swirl it around too much into the contour color and kind of muddy the color. So I'm just going to keep going in the same direction. And I just like a nice flushed look. It just feels like I look alive when I have a little bit of color on. Okay, so a simple eye color, and I'm just going to use the browns. I love these colors. These are kind of my go-tos. I'm using Biscotti all over. Hazelnut is in my crease, and then Cinnabar is an accent. And I do like to come in with a little sandcastle on my eyelids. So what I like to do is just even out and give a nice powdery finish from brow down to the lash line with Biscotti. So love that. And it's just really close to my skin tone already. And what I've done before is I put concealer and things like that on my eyes already, and so I just want it to be nice and powdery now. Now that we're putting powders on, I want a nice powdery finish. All right, perfect. Super simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my little applicator as well and just dip into that sandcastle. So this one is the sandcastle. Love it, love it. My light is a little bright, so I don't know that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Let's see here. Okay, so this is just going on my eyelid. There we go. And again, it's pretty close to the same tone as my skin. Okay, so next I'm going to use our all over powder brush and dip into my hazelnut. So this is our mid-tone here. And we want to start with our darker color on the outside. And I also want to place this color on while my eyes are open. So I've got hooded eyes. That means that when my eyes open, my eyelids tend to disappear quite a bit. And so what I want to do is bring that mid-tone color up so it creates some depth on my eyelids. Look at the difference already where you can see that. So I'm going to take it up even a little bit higher. So we want to do this with our eyes open so you can see that color above. Isn't that great? All right, and then you can always blend with your finger. And so you could totally just leave it like that and just blend it really, really nicely if you wanted to. And that would be a really lovely, just natural look. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side really quick. And so I just like to kind of pat on the color and then blend it darker on the outside and then make it lighter as you go inward toward the inner part of the eye. So we definitely want to keep all of that darker color on the outside. All right, so next, like I said, you could totally leave it there, or you could add a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with our little smudger brush and use this Cinnabar. Oh my goodness, I love the Cinnabar. So I'm finding that corner right where my my eye meets my crease. So it's like right at the orbital bone. So what I'm doing is just creating a little more depth in that crease. Okay. So you can do this with multiple shades, and you can do this with different colors as well. So maybe you want to do pinks and purples. So I would do a really nice light pink on my eyelid, and then a nice maybe lavender in the crease, and then as my mid-tone, and then you could do something really dark and beautiful in as your accent color. So I know this is looking like, oh my gosh, she's got a lot of color on and she's trying to look natural, but just bear with me and hear me out. And I'm just going to blend. And so what we're doing is just creating some depth and kind of not really changing the shape of our eye, but just accentuating the shape of our eye. So you can blend as much as you want. We just want it to look, again, really natural, no harsh lines. And you guys will see at the end, and I'm even going to do a little bit of a cat eye because that's just really what I like to do, because it just makes your lashes look huge. It's so great. So if you're feeling like we got too high with that color, you can always go in with the Biscotti and kind of touch it up again. So I'm going to do that and just blend, and we want some light right underneath the brow bone, and tapped it a little bit too close. It's all fixable, and just wait until you're finished with your entire look. I know I've done some colors before and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like a bruise, or it looks like a severe case of pink eye, and that's really not the look I'm going for. So just finish your look, put on your eyeliner, put on your mascara, however it is that you finish your look, and you can always take it off later if you don't love it. But once you finish your look, it's like, oh, that doesn't look too bad then. Okay, got some crazy hair going on today too. Okay, so I love, love, love our liquid eyeliner, and it is amazing. So since we're doing a more natural look, normally there's options. So you can take a nice tight line from all the way inside to all the way outside, but I like to wedge it a little bit. So make it skinny on the inside and then get thicker towards the outside. And then I love to do a little wing because it just accentuates my lashes. So since we're doing a little more natural-ish look, and I hope you guys think that it looks relatively natural, but just know that there are multiple levels of this, so you can decide where you want to end. Okay, so I'm just creating a little wing, and so what I did was I used this lower lash line, this lower watermark, to create the angle. See, I just kind of fudged a line right there. Create the angle of my upper, because if you don't have the right angle, it's going to look sad and it will look droopy. So we're kind of changing the angle and the shape of our eyes. And I want this to just blend in. So this is just like a really fine tip marker. It's amazing. And so I'm going to start here in the middle again, and you can just gently dash and then fill in your lines. So it's super easy to use, and you can get a nice thin line. So I could even just leave it like that if I wanted to. I'm using that lower line again and just connecting the dots basically. Can go higher if I want to. You can bring a little onto the bottom and smudge it if you want to, you know, to add a little more for evening. And then I'm going to go on with our lash primer. I love our lash primer, you guys. I thought before, like, why do I need lash primer? Come on, just another step, something else to buy. Oh my gosh, get the lash primer. I love it, love it, love it. So it just helps to condition your lashes and helps the mascara to come off more easily when you're ready for it to come off. It helps to keep them curled. So there's like vitamin B in here and panthenol. So it's just like conditioner literally for your lashes. So normally you would want to curl them first. I really don't ever curl mine too much. They seem to be just fine. So I would curl them first if you need to, and then put on your primer. So this is only $15. And girls, we have 100% money back guarantee. So if you buy something and you're not totally in love with it, super easy for us to fix that for you. So then I just heard this not too long ago from one of our makeup artists to use the black brown, especially if you feel like your lashes look kind of spidery. So this just gives you, and I think that's maybe more for if you are a blonde girl as well and have really light lashes. So my lashes are not really dark because they're not really noticeable, but they're not really blonde either. But I just wanted to try it. So this is our Ultimate Mascara in the black brown, and so this kind of gives you a natural look as well. But I love to layer our mascaras, and they are priced so reasonably you can afford to buy a couple. So this is the Ultimate Black Brown, and it is $15. And look at that already. See how that cat eye just kind of disappeared, and now it just looks like I've got big fluffy lashes. I just love that. And so this is a bristly brush, but it's not overly fluffy. The next one I'm going to show you is my favorite. It's our Lash Intensity, and it has a huge fluffy brush, and it's $18, but like, I am loving what this is already doing for my lashes. And honestly, I was not in love with the Ultimate before I started using the primer. So feel free to experiment and not feel like you ever have to be stuck with something that you don't love. Isn't that great? I used to hate buying things. Like, honestly, I was shopping at Walmart and Target. We have 4 kids. And so, I was cheap and I didn't want to waste my hard-earned money on a bunch of stuff that wasn't going to work, right? So just knowing that you have the ability to exchange something or return it if you don't love it is one of the things I fell in love with Mary Kay. Okay, so this is the Lash Intensity, and I think I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, but this is our big fluffy. It's got short bristles and long bristles, and I just love it. $18 for the Lash Intensity, and yes, I do think I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. So don't pump it in and out. That adds air to it, so I just swirl it like that to get it loaded. And then you load the lashes with the skinny side, kind of wiggle it in and load it, and then you can roll to the long side and draw that color through. So this just, oh my gosh, adds like 200 times volume to your lashes. Look at how big those are. Oh my goodness, so fun. All right, so now see how the wings again just kind of disappeared once I put my mascara on, and so it just looks like I've got nice big lashes. And then I'm going to go on, if I can find it. I go and move all my things and I'm like, oh, what do I do with it? Especially when I need it. Okay, so we've got some really great brow stuff too I'm going to put on really quick. So this, normally I'll pencil in a little bit, but this is just like a little spoolie mascara for your eyebrows. It's volumizing. And so if your brows are really sparse, or if they're really wild, or if they're really light, this is really great for you because it's a little bit fibrous and it will just pick up on any hair that you have there in that area and just help to tint it. So there's several different shades. $14 for that. Super easy to use. And then let's see, do I have what do I have? I don't have any lip glosses ready. I'll show you guys the lip glosses later. They are amazing. So I'm just going to throw on a little lip gloss, and that's basically our simple, more natural looking look. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope that you feel like it's doable and you can totally layer on to the level of natural or more made up that you want. So if I wanted to change this into more of an evening look, I would go darker up here and maybe maybe a little bolder lip. But if your eyes are bold, you want to go maybe with a more nude lip, and vice versa. If your eyes are more muted, you could go with a really red, beautiful lip or something darker. So anyhow, I hope this helped you guys, and I look forward to showing you the rest of the products. So have a great evening. Bye.